In the 11th episode of Gamjak Dare to Love Me, Yoonbak swaps a card in Junho's wallet when we are at his apartment. She discovers a bag containing details on a fan that seems vintage. When Junho finds out he's lost his wallet, he heads straight home to get it. As he is ready to examine his closet after seeing it is slightly open, he gets a call that lets Yoonbak leave. Yoonbak questions Junho's potential involvement with Gamjak. Junho receives favorable treatment in the hamlet as a result of apprehending the offender during the Camille event. However, he revs his engine toward Leader Shin as he enters and discovers him alone, receiving a reprimand. He puts Leader Shin at danger with himself. Then pays a visit to Seryang's father and gives him a lovely vase as a gift, promising to help him succeed as the village chief. However, he gets another rebuke for his arrogance and leaves, taking the vase with him. Junho breaks the vase outside, telling the man it's useless and leaving him stunned. Frankie and Camille discuss what to do with Hongdu and the unsuccessful pop-up event. It sounds like they're giving her detention, but they send her home to take care of her health and won't let her stay in the workplace. Yoonbak follows a sick Hongdu outside, and they both accept responsibility for her wound. Later, he meets with Honghak to decide to give up his internship in order to devote more time to Gamjak. After giving it some thought, he concludes that there has to be a Gamjak member present in the village. Yoonbak, dressed in his hanbok, lets his grandfather know that he isn't coming back for anything else when he swings by the village to look around. The only other person to enter the village that day was Junho, according to security records. Yoonbak quietly admits to his grandfather during questioning that he is simply acting in this way to keep Hongdu safe. In response, Yoonbak's grandfather says that he values the community equally and that Yoonbak needs to find the offenders. As Junho stares at a vase that is undamaged on his desk, Yoonbak and Yuna arrive from the village and talk about potential opportunities. Before asking Ebok for assistance, they resolve to gather further proof. During her lack of confidence, Yoonbak visits Hongdu at home and finds her sipping beer via a straw while in bed. When he takes her out to dinner, she continues to feel inadequate until he tells her that she has saved his life. Camille is overjoyed to be allowed to attend the occasion and shows Leader Shin all of the notes she has received from the villagers endorsing her. In light-hearted conversation, Camille observes that Leader Shin has matured since then. He also admits that over the years, he might have given her some thought. She then appears at Hongdu's door to extend an invitation to return to work on the fashion show. While Hongdu worries, Camille consoles her by discussing her career's never-ending disappointments. She allows Hongdu to come back to her desk tomorrow. Afterwards, Yoonbak gives her one last encouraging prod. Leader Shin is being investigated by Junho from his desk. Yoonbak is there to talk to him about Gamjak as soon as he walks into the restaurant, pointing out that Sansan restaurant seems fishy. After giving Junho something to ponder, he dashes to his hidden chamber and begins gathering papers and supplies. Cheolbok notices his daughter's beauty as he rewatches the Yoonbak video. Later, Cheolbok hides around Hongdu's house, hearing Honghak yelling to himself, but he doesn't know where Hongdu is. He leaves them a treat each, which they discover afterwards. Yoonbak sees a curious Junho steal away with a bag outside the restaurant. As he drops it, he follows him to a trash area and approaches from behind. Yoonbak apologizes after discovering strange items in the bag. It turned out to be a ploy to get Yoonbak out of the restaurant so that other people could take bags, among them, a large sum of money. Yoonbak learns on the way home that he gave himself away too quickly and made a mistake. Evidence is discovered elsewhere and reported to Ebok. While they wait for fingerprint confirmation, the man who was purchasing the shoes at the pop-up is suspected. Yoonbak, though, thinks Junho is a part of this. In order to investigate a lead and look for witnesses, they travel to Chinatown. After a